a panel discussion, and this will be hosted by Toastmaster Shipra. Toastmaster Shipra is an educator, she's a corporate trainer, she's a public speaker, and a lot more things are there to her portfolio. Please welcome Toastmaster Shipra to conduct the panel moderation.
Panelists,
Okay. They'll come once they hear your voice.
thank you. Good morning, distinguished guests and dear Toastmasters. Welcome to Unabashed Talks, Episode 2, proudly brought to you by Division U. Today's conversation is about something that lies at the heart of every Toastmaster, every Toastmaster's journey. But these are the occasions where we are not so well aware about, not well informed about. Yes, my dear friends, I'm talking about the district conferences. District conferences are where learning meets laughter, friendships meet growth, and where ordinary members transform into extraordinary leaders. And today, we have with us 4 phenomenal leaders who've lived, led, and loved the district experience. Each of them brings not just achievements, but stories, the kind that remind us why we show up, speak up, and level up. So now, I would like to invite the panelists for the day. The first one whom I'm inviting now is Dr. Brilliant S.K., our first panelist. Truly needs no introduction in the world of leadership and learning. He's the Executive Vice President and Chief People Officer at Times Group, a Times Group initiative, a founding director of Toastmasters International District 98, region advisor to 14 countries, Gallup Strengths Coach, and a Rex Karamveer Gold Awardee. Dr. Brilliant has done it all with a touch of humor, art, and Bollywood. Please welcome the brilliant Dr. Brilliant. And now, I'll invite our second panelist, Mr. Anand Ashok. Mr. Anand Ashok, can we have a round of applause? Very warm welcome. Mr. Anand Ashok loves meeting new people and exploring different cultures. He also enjoys reading junk emails, can you believe that? And believes that sleep is the greatest luxury, which I think most of us will relate to. As an area director, he led the first hybrid area conference ebullience post-COVID. Later, as division director, he reintroduced WCPS trainings at SDA Bogani and led 2 of the largest division conferences at Geo Talks and Geo Institute, along with his fellow district officers, bringing together members from Mumbai, Navi Mumbai and Thane under one roof. Anand enjoys attending large conferences and believes true growth in Toastmasters comes from friendships, learning and laughter shared along the way. Let's have a big round of applause once again for Anand. Let me invite our third panelist, Ashwini Arodkar. Miss Ashwini Arodkar, can we have you on stage, please? So my dear friends, you have a powerhouse of positivity and passion with over 15 years of experience in sales and business development at TCS. She knows how to drive growth both in business and in people. A proud Toastmaster since 2022, Ashwini believes in inspiring others to step up and lead. And when she's not closing deals or mentoring people or members, she's expressing her grace through the classical rhythm of Kathak. Please welcome Miss Ashwini Arodkar. Now it's time to meet our final panelist, Miss Kusuma Rao. Very warm welcome. Our final panelist is someone who embodies service, grace, and wisdom in equal measure. A a distinguished Toastmaster, an ex-SBI officer, and a Rotarian for over a decade. Kusuma believes in empowering others to live better lives. She's a voracious reader, avid traveler, and a self-confessed foodie who loves cooking as much as eating. Let's give it up for Miss Kusuma. So, my dear friends, now since we have a dream team on stage, let's dive in. So, they say that district conferences indeed are the place where members truly understand and learn the power of Toastmasters beyond the club level. So, my first question to each of you is going to be, what's that one key skill that you have learned through district experience, through these conferences and not at club level? That one skill. I would request Brilliant to begin that.
Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So one of the key things which I would say is a big takeaway is you don't know what you will learn, right? And I was telling the moderator that you should remind me of a coat in a bag and a bag in a coat, right? How many of you travel by trains? And how many of you have the trouble of carrying a jacket or a suit in a train and find it very difficult? Most of us. And I used to have the same challenge when I used to travel and commute for conferences. And I realized that every time carrying that bag, in those days we had plastic bags, right? And that sound that it would make made it very difficult. And then I realized when a fellow member, attendee of a conference told me that why not think of it as a different way of looking at carrying a coat to a conference. A bag with a coat and a coat with a bag. Now tell me how easy is this? Right? It becomes your pocket square. No one will know until you tell. Now this is something very, very interesting and I felt, wow. What is that learning? Teaching can happen from anywhere, irrespective of age, stage and phase of life. Conferences have taught me that until and unless you are a lifelong learner, you will continue to stay where you are. Today, thanks to Toastmasters and attendance at conferences, I can tell you the amazing stories. There is one person sitting here who's looking at me and saying, don't share my stories. There are stories of conferences which we used to talk about in the night after the main event is over, and we would spend almost time till about 5 a.m. in the morning having fun, meeting people, because you never know who can come to your help and rescue at a time when you felt that there's no one around for help. So I think one of the key lessons and the skills which I learned through attending conferences is keeping my mind open to be a learner for life. Okay.
Thank you. Yes, indeed. Need for upskilling, ready to, with open arms about anything which is coming up in our life. Yes. Anand, can we have your views on that, please?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you, Brilliant. Amazing insights. Now, first of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me over here. Why that is, I believe in three things: connections, camaraderie, and consistency. Now, all of you are blessed to be over here. Now, when I talk about consistency, is when you have conferences, you have large auditorium-like setups, and this audience, the members of Thane Toastmasters Club, are blessed to participate and experience consistently how to prepare and deliver in a conference type setup. So first of all, that is the most important thing that you all are privileged to do. Now, as part of conferences, again, what consistency, that is the audience part. Second part is when we go to the district level, consistently practicing it out, dry runs, repeated. So it goes all the way from the club level to the area level, to the division level, to the district level. So at each level, you are grooming leaders who are taking up roles at each event, and people who have worked through Parag, Kusuma, Ashwini. We have all worked through at the club level. Yes, we started at the club level, went to the area level, honed our skills at each level and consistently went up, because each stage has its own challenges. And when you are working through those challenges, you create a better experience for people who are attending the conference. So consistently working through the skills, through the connections that you have made at the club level, and even though there are challenges, it's a camaraderie amongst your connections that helps to resolve those challenges and then work through. So connections, camaraderie, and consistency is the key, is what I would say.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much. The new 3 C's added to our dictionary. And yes, level up is the key. Ashwini, can I have your opinion on that, please?
So we attend a lot of club meetings. In a club environment, it is only restricted to the home club which we work for. We come on the stage, we deliver speeches. But when I talk about the conferences, it's beyond communication. It's beyond presenting a speech on the stage. It's more about how you collaborate within your teams. So what happens is when I transport it to my corporate setup, a lot of times it happens so that you have to collaborate with cross-cultural teams, cross-functional teams. And me as an introvert, as an individual, as a club member who is an introvert, who might not be comfortable doing that. But this is a good, I would say, an experimental laboratory where you can practice all these things, because here people will come and help you, guide you. They will assist you as to how things to be done correctly, and that's how you learn the skill of collaboration, which is very important skill set, a skill which in today's world it's very important to become a successful employee in the organization. So I think collaboration is something which one should look when you step beyond your club and get into a district-led conference.
Well said. Very well said. I personally agree that, pre-COVID we used to thrive on only one keyword: competition. And when COVID hit us, we realized that it's only collaboration which can save us. Thank you for highlighting this keyword today again, Ashwini. Over to you, Kusuma.
Thank you. And very happy to be here today. What I learned from all the area contests and conferences that I have attended, one very important point I would like to share is, after you take up your club level positions or roles, please go on to the area. Take up officers' positions in the district. That will open up new avenues. For me, speaking at club level, I was very comfortable. I knew everyone, and I knew no one is going to tell me anything, even if I make some kind of a gap. But when I went for the DOTP, when I became the area director, one of the trainers told us, go out and talk to 3 strangers. Now, I was a person who I would not just go and talk to anyone. In fact, when someone asked me to become a contest chair, I said, no, I'm from, my club is an online club. I don't think I'll be able to face so many audience and make eye contact. That was my level of confidence at that time. But when I went for the DOTP, he said, I have to know the name, who it is. So when I came out, I met a person, smiled, and I didn't know how to break the ice. So, but I had to think, and I asked, can you please tell me where is such and such room? So he told, and then he asked me, oh, you are part of that group? I said, no, I'm a part of the Toastmasters. Hey, he asked me, oh, what's Toastmasters? Now that was mouth-to-mouth PR, right? I started, and he asked me so many things about Toastmasters and what you all are doing, and that made me confident that I could talk to people. When I went to Eloquence, again, same thing. People whom I had just read in the Toastmasters of Mumbai, I met them personally, and it was so wonderful that we felt that we were long lost friends. Oh, you are this one, where are you? So many questions come up. So I would say organizational skill, like she said, it improves your organizational skill, networking, and being comfortable talking to strangers.
That's the key thing. Yeah, that is one of the survival skills today,
Yeah.
actually speaking. So, but of course, district conferences, yes, you have highlighted this. This is serious business. You learn you learn to amplify your skills to another level. But they're also about, they say that yes, they're truly classrooms where there are no walls, but yes, they are classrooms. Okay? They are where you grow as a leader, listener, as well as a learner. But I want to ask you that when they say about conferences, I'm sure there is a lot of laughter, bonding, as you highlighted, and those unexpected moments that must have stayed with you. Can we have that one experience that fills you up with a lot of nostalgia and you would love to share with your friends today? Kusuma, first today.
Thank you. When you ask me such a question, I get a kaleidoscopic kind of a memory. That there are so many events, so many meetings that we really enjoy. For example, when those days they used to make the pitch on the stage. They would come and tell like whoever is being nominated, and we would cheer, and every person who came on stage we cheered. So the first few people, when they looked at us, they thought, oh, they are from their club. Then they realized these people are simply cheering everyone. So even the persons who came on stage felt very happy. They were getting so many claps and all that. That was a fun time that we had. But one very important, I would say, an event that happened during that time that still stayed with me was one lady. She came up to the stage and she told about how she was a typical housewife. She got married immediately after her graduation, went on from one house to another, only to the kitchen. And after the children grew up, she had a vacuum in her life. She was wondering what to do. Somebody said, join Toastmasters. She said, मैं वहाँ क्या करूँगी? They said, go and see. Unless you go, you won't know. So same way, she came on stage, and can you believe she was a ventriloquist? I don't know if you remember. And she had a puppet, and the way she was throwing the voice, and she was so humorous, so funny, that I was really surprised that a person who has come, she said that I have come from the kitchen. And today she is so talented, and she is given all the credit to Toastmasters. And I got to, and these kind of meetings and events, I think are an eye-opener for all of us. We have not seen such sceneries being brought up in Mumbai. We have a different attitude. So that was, and I was really impressed by her talent, her speaking skills, and of course, we all of us enjoyed the humor that she brought in.
And honestly speaking, Kusuma ma'am, when you were talking about, I had goosebumps all over. Because from being nobody to somebody whom you still remember.
Correct.
After, I don't know how many months?
Almost
Years?
3 years. Yeah.
Imagine after 3 years. So this is really enticing and inspiring.
Correct.
Would you like to add please your experience, Ashwini?
Yeah. So that moment. So last year I was living division B, and we thought of bringing a lot of contest experience, which we thought we can take it to the next level. And in this journey, what we thought is we're not going to take the old people who have been doing it since many years, experienced one, because you are like a little relaxed and you leave everything to them, and you are just us din dekh lenge. So what we thought is, in fact, what I did with my AWS as well, I told them that ensure that we don't get any known faces. We have our MOCs, we have our organizing team who are first time Toastmasters, and what we did was, we didn't do any auditions. We had multiple briefing sessions with them. We did 4 to 5 briefing sessions, and the output on the day of event was amazing. I mean, I've been getting a lot of appreciations on my personal window, WhatsApp, saying that, this is different for us. I mean, we never thought of coming on stage and leading an entire show where we have 200 plus audience and listening to us. And it was an amazing experience, from nobody to somebody, as you said. I think that gave me a lot of satisfaction, because somehow or the other, I think my team has inspired the entire community. And that's where I encourage most of the members to please come and participate as one of the members in the organizing team, where you learn this art. And I think that is a life skill which probably can be used anywhere.
Wow, Ashwini, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm very good to listen to you, Anand, now.
Yeah.
Your experience.
Hearing to Ashwini, I realize that conferences are an absolute riot. And how I define riot then while leading such conferences is relax. It's only Toastmasters. You see, RIOT. So yeah, relax. It's
Wow.
only Toastmasters. That's more important. You have to enjoy the entire process. Now, if you look at an entire conference experience, it starts from the inception, an idea. I still recollect the first WCPS event that I just shared a picture to Brilliant. Brilliant, you recollect, you started this conference that many years ago, and that is the idea that I have. Can we reinstigate it? And then I did not have a PR person, I did not have any poster. We simply created a WhatsApp group and then said we are holding this event. I do not know who are the role players. I do not know how many people will come because it's midnight, 1 a.m. How many people will come, who are the audience, how much I will charge, what is the registration fee, what is the snacks that I need to arrange, nothing. Correct? And then 200 people join the group within 2 days. And I know in that room only 100 people can be accommodated. Now, now that's like a complete, you do not know how do you manage an event like that, not possible. And then people come in and then they say that okay, we'll manage it. Some people have FOMO, and to know what is something new, they are coming. For example, just like Cassandra mentioned about music, it's like a rebellion. They want something new, and then Coldplay concert happened. Nearly 1 lakh, the largest conference happened in India for Coldplay, isn't it? And people want that experience, a new experience. We got that new experience when we had to plan for Geo Institute, Ulve. I mean, far off location, outside the boundaries. People are saying कि मैं passport लेके आऊँ क्या? Okay, so and then how would I convince my fellow division directors? No, you don't go it for locations which are there right in the city. Go outside the city to conduct. And right now that club is outside our district as well. So it's like an absolute riot. But then I have people like Kusuma, Ashwini, who had been there in both of those events. Kusuma has always been my registration chair. Yes, all my events, and then कितने लोग आएंगे, कितना पैसा आएगा to run this event, and then till the last day, even just before the last day of the conference, we would release a poster. For the Geo Talks one, we released a poster. This is the venue, and I was doing a demo open house meeting for Kolshe Toastmasters Club. Parag is standing here. He is the founding charter member of Kolshe Toastmasters Club. We had an open house at this place. What was
The school.
no, not at the school. We had it at Lodha Amara. Lodha Amara we had, and then we just said this is tomorrow we are having a nice event. I guess Shivam is laughing out there. Shivam knows. He was a TMO for that particular session, and we just said tomorrow is even registrations are closed. 5 guests came in and said, hey, I also want to be part of that particular event. And then those members came to the conference. It was an unforgettable experience for all of them. For all of us as well. For all of us. And then they are Toastmasters for life. So if you can get your club members, your guests, and to conferences, and they get an experience for life. Conferences are all about that. All the registrations, the role players, the champions, all of them are waiting for an audience, a large audience, so that they can just come in and experience. And as taking a cue from Sachin's speech, collective watching, and that is we as a community are navigating back from personalized watching to collective watching, and that is what we are all doing as a community. So even though it's a whole riot, the conference is a whole riot, but this collective participation is what we are all seeking for, isn't it?
So one more thing that let's happen. How to create something impromptu. We had a hearty discussion on how to take cues from here and then present here within few minutes is also, I think, a gift of conferences. Yeah? And we have it all. Yes, your experience, please.
So when Ashwini said that you don't want old timers, I thought I'm off the hook. But as they say, perseverance always pays. So two things that I want to bring to the audience here today are experiences which has truly transformed me from a learning perspective thanks to the conferences. One is Craig Valentine. Craig Valentine is a past world champion of public speaking. A statement that he made is, don't get ready, stay ready. Don't get ready, stay ready. Because you never know when an opportunity will knock, and you may probably get to kick that football irrespective of the knee injury that you have. Will you miss that? The answer is obviously no. What Thomas mentioned about, he still goes there as the first person to motivate and bring kids of his age. He added that as well, right? I don't know how many of you caught that. To the ground. That talks a lot about why conferences are important. It's about meeting people, sharing the energies, and most important, the feeling that you get when you're there. I'm getting goosebumps when I'm talking about conferences, the late night, and what we learn from it. One of the biggest takeaway for me is also in your past words of the day, magnanimity. Right? When you think of magnanimity, what comes to your mind? There are a lot of things. But imagine we both are contestants in the same contest, and I am being held by him. Okay? Now this has happened. It was only possible because this person believed that there is a possibility that my speech is not as good as his, so let me help you. Now what happens in this situation is you're sacrificing and giving up something for the betterment of everyone else, the larger good as we call it. And that person was Chinmay Dave. Chinmay Dave is a past Toastmaster, he is now relocated to Pune. And he was helping his co-competitor in a humorous speech. And I was amazed and awed at that. You know, because every time you look at it, you feel, yeah, ऐसे भी हो सकता है क्या? And that's the beauty of Toastmasters. While yes, there is competition, if you go back to the mission of the Toastmasters Club, it has the foundations in supportive environment. Now that supportive environment comes in from this selfless act, which makes me feel, wow, this is what I am getting, what is it that I will give back? And this helps me stay ready so that I don't have to get ready when opportunity knocks, whether it's a singing contest, whether it's football, or think about two brands, Nike and Adidas. I'm sure you may have seen that WhatsApp forward recently. Nike is all about winners, whereas Adidas is all about togetherness. So conferences are about being together, sharing, learning and grow, whereas contest is about winning. Both have their places, but as they say, co-creation, collaboration, and of course in the end, celebration.
Wow. I feel it was a complete mini time travel, I must say that. And the transition, my goodness, was from learning to laughter, and I'm sorry, but nerves to nostalgia. Yeah, so on that note, I would like to take a question or two from the audience. So I will request you, in case anyone, be crisp and direct it to a particular panelist. Anybody in the audience? Anyone?
अरे पूछो कैसे दिया हमको
Yes, please.
I do have one question. I don't know whom to ask.
You asked, thank you.
So they'll
But
take it.
I'll ask Dr. Brilliant because he's, I think, maybe one of the most experienced. I have seen, because first time I attended a conference, district conference. I thought district conference might be Toastmasters contest. So you go there like you have in your area contest. You go, you have a contest, you come back. But when I attended for the first time, I saw it's much more. It has got a lot of things. So you have your contests, you have some workshops, you have a fun night, and you have some cultural dance performances, singing, somebody singing, and you have these time of where you do networking, lunch and dinner time. So a lot of things. So what is your favorite part of a district conference?
Wow.
Thank you so much. My favorite part of the district conference, thanks to my conveners Srinidhi and Sneha, has always been the part where district officers are made to dance.
Yes.
My first dance along with Arvind and Chandra, my members of the trio, were Baby Doll Mein Sone Di. I am a person who has zero flexibility. I can't even touch my toe, but those people made me dance to Baby Doll Mein Sone Di. Right? You can imagine the spirit that they had to believe in me. So why I'm saying this is, one, Toastmasters founder Ralph Smedley said, we learn best in moments of fun. When you're having fun, you realize that it's okay to shed your inhibitions, explore, experiment, and enjoy. That's how you grow. So that's, for me, the best part is when you are free of all the stresses of organizing a conference and worrying about 200 लोग आएंगे या 300 लोग आएंगे या अरे यार पैसे तो खर्च कर दिए लोग नहीं आ रहे. So you just let it go, enjoy, have fun, and that's how you grow. So I think that gives you flexibility, credibility, and also inclusivity with the teams.
Wow.
Thank you for that.
Thank you for
Actually, can add on to the dance part. She is an amazing dancer.
Yeah, so taking a clue from Parag's question, what was that moment in the entire conferences I had, and that's etched in my life forever. So after I joined Toastmasters, I realized the importance of learning your passion, and that was my first speech. I think that first speech was inspiring to a lot of members who heard my speech, and that's how Anand approached me in his division conference to perform on the biggest stage of Geo Talks, and I think that made me hooked to Toastmasters forever because it gave me an opportunity to perform, which I had left many years back. So thanks to you, Anand, and thanks for giving me that opportunity. And after that, I've been
It
performing.
has been a continuous, it has become a part of the tradition in
Yeah.
all the conferences that we start with a dance, a Ganesh
Welcome
Vandana,
dance.
welcome dance. So, yeah,
Wonderful.
so that was.
So that is one thing which I would probably, some hidden passion we have, and when you have a stage to
Bookings are
experiment.
open for any conferences for Ashwini. I'm her manager.
Wow.
2 hours earlier.
Yes, please.
Our 600 meeting is coming up and we are going to start with the Ganesh Vandana.
Arey wow.
Very warm welcome. Abhi sir,
My
invite.
QR code I'll send it to you.
I would love to perform so much.
Any other
So,
question?
one question.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Yes,
Which
please.
is the next conference and who are going to come, you are participating.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
take that opportunity.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I'd like to take this question. The next semi-annual conference we are having is on December 20th and 21st, and it's good news for all of you because it's in Mumbai.
Wow.
But our annual conference will be out of Mumbai. But this is an opportunity for you all to get not just a glimpse of eloquence, but many glimpses of eloquence. And at eloquence, you'll get many glimpses of expressions also. So we call it Expressions 2025. And I welcome all of you all to attend because one, it's in Mumbai. In one of the best seasons of Mumbai, you can't call it winter because Bombay doesn't have a winter. Yeah, there's no winter in Mumbai, but it is less hot compared to the other months. And you can even come and be part of it. You can participate. You can tell what roles you all would like to take up because we're having so many awards for so many clubs, participation, attendance, and so many things are going to come up. So we would like lots of competition, lots of, it can become another contest by itself. So please, I welcome you all to come and be part of the conference Expressions, and I can assure you it's going to be a wonderful experience.
We are desperately waiting for this. Count me in. Can we have a raise of hands, please? Yes.
Wow.
Yes, please.
So now the excitement of conferences, I don't know how many of you have ever attended conferences, it's always high. I remember two things. One is the first conference and prequel to this meeting. Right? The first conference I remember it was Arvind, me and Sunil Agarwal, we went to a place called Chennai and we had Mark Brown there as a speaker. We attended his speech and we were so excited, on top of the world. It's like watching a Bruce Lee movie and coming out saying, yeah, ooh, like we should be on top of it. And then suddenly Arvind says, I want to buy one specific suite which is available. And guess what? It's May. In that heat, we book a rickshaw. It's like about 1 kilometer travel. They charge us 500 rupees. We go there, we get those chaklis, come back, and then we realize we missed something very important. Right? That was the DEC, which is the District Executive Committee meeting.
Oh my goodness.
Now, what happens is, sometimes you get so overwhelmed and excited that you forget that there are so many elements. And I keep saying this to everyone who's looking at Toastmasters, and it applies to conferences as well. It's like a buffet, right? There are multiple things on offer. It's up to you to pick and choose what you want. You can be that person who will fill everything in the plate. That's perfectly fine. Then there is someone who will just walk around, check what works for him or her or them, and then decide which one to pick. Or then there is Vittal on the other side standing asking, "Kya acha tha?" And then he will go. All three are okay because it's your style of learning. So I would say take that, and the excitement is so high. Can you guess who was the first person to arrive here at the venue?
You.
You.
What time do you think I came?
9:45.
I came here at 9:45 last week. The excitement was so high that I didn't realize that it's on the next week. I planned everything. I cancelled a couple of things which I had to do, and I got into the rickshaw, came here, and all suited, booted with tie. I come and ask Toastmasters committee, that person is looking at me. Because sir, 19 तारीख को है. हाँ, 19 तारीख को ये आज ही है ना? तो नहीं sir, आज 12 तारीख है. And then it strikes me, okay, over excitement is something which kills, but that's the spirit, right? Whether it's an actual conference or talking about experiences at conference, I believe there's a lot that we can learn and take back. I encourage each one of you, if you are just sitting on the fence of deciding whether I should be a part of Expressions or not, I would say jump in. I am guaranteeing you one thing. If nothing else, you will have fun. That is for sure. So join for fun, learning automatically comes in. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm sure this panel has completely moved us all. Completely, we are in. As we wrap up this conversation, one truth shines through. District conferences are not just about contests or ceremonies. They're about connection. And one of that we are feeling today, while you are here with us. They are where confidence finds a stage and friendships find a forever home. A huge thank you to our panelists, Dr. Brilliant, Anand, Ashwini and Kusuma, for sharing not just their insights, but also their hearts. And to our audience, remember this, the real magic of Toastmasters is not in the meetings we attend, it's in the moments we create together. Thank you and see you all at the next district conference, Expressions 2025.